It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, here's Fournette. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. The Buccaneers hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. And
going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succop on for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard. Up 4th. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On third down, Fournette. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Fournette running out of the gun. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Brady now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And some room to work. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try now for Succop. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this one complete to Will Fuller. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan as time expires in the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Here's Rodgers. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Rodgers to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On first down, Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Evans has it left side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Touchdown! Leonard Fournette from 6 yards away.
And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Brady.
bring this one out for Evans. And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 43 yards. And the Bucs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department. And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guy? And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, here's Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Fuller brings it in over the middle.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, this is Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Brady going to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom. It's more than a game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. more than a game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my